Hey boys and girls, I hope you're having a wonderful Monday and that you had a really good and restful weekend. Last week on Friday we read the story Llama Llama Red Pajama, and I asked you what the main character of the story was. And some of you got back to me, and if you guessed that Baby Llama was the main character, then you're right. Yay for you. Today we're going to read a story and we're going to talk about the setting. I'm giving you another kind of easy one today. But remember, the setting of a story is where the story takes place. So in the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, you would think that the story takes place out in the woods or in the bear's house. So today in our story, it's another easy one. The next one gets harder. We're going to read the story of the rainbow fish. So most of you can probably think about where fish live, and that's probably the setting. So we're going to read the story of the rainbow fish. Now, some of you have probably heard this book before. It's a really good one. So if you've heard it before, just enjoy the pictures and the story again. And make sure you're listening and looking at the pictures for where the setting of the story is, where the story takes place. The rainbow fish. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish, not just any ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they would call. "Come and play with us." But the rainbow fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many." "You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the rainbow fish. "Get away from me." Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset, he told all his friends what had happened, and from then on, no one would have anything to do with the rainbow fish. They turned away when he would swim by. Do you think Rainbow Fish was kind to the little blue fish? When he said, "Get away from me," how would that make you feel? What good were all the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Admire means to really enjoy or to like. So you may really admire and like your mom or your dad. And that's what Rainbow Fish is saying here. No one was there to like his scales. What good were they anymore? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day, he poured out his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anyone like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish. "But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find a wise octopus, and maybe she can help you." The rainbow fish found the cave. It was very dark. It was dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. And then, suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. Trivia question. Do you know how many legs an octopus has? "I have been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." can't," the rainbow fish started to say. But the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales, my beautiful shining scales? Never! How could I ever be happy without my scales?" Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. "Rainbow fish, please don't get angry. I just want one little scale." The rainbow fish wavered, which means he changed his mind. The rainbow fish changed his mind. Only one very, very small, shimmery scale, he thought. Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one scale. So he changed his mind. He's giving one away. Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little blue fish. Thank you very much." The little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale among all of his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling. Peculiar means strange. A rather strange feeling came over the rainbow fish. And for a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. Now remember that octopus told him that he would start to feel a certain way if he had given his scales away. Do you think that's what this strange feeling was? The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. Delighted means super happy, so the more he gave away, the happier he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among all the other fish. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shimmering scale left. His most prized possession had been given away. "Come on, rainbow fish," they called. "Come on and play with us." "Here I come," said the rainbow fish, and he came as happy as a splash. He swam off to join his friends. So the octopus told him if he would give away his scales, that he would learn how to be happy. In the end of the story, did he learn how to be happy? Yeah. He shared with his friends and gave all of his scales except one away. Now, at the beginning of the story, I told you to look and listen closely to where you think the setting of the story was. So if you have a guess as to where the story took place, I want you to send me a video or write me a letter or comment below and let me know what you think. I bet you can get this one. I told you I was giving you another easy one. Now, on Wednesday when we read another story, I'm going to give you a harder one. I love y'all and I miss you so much, and I hope you enjoyed our story today. I'll see you soon. Bye.